Yep. The name of this video is the continuation of my last video. So this is sustain status quo continue. That's the name of this video. So before my camera cut off, I was telling you how they take pot shots at people. You know, they get down one or two corrupt judges, or you know, they always do it like that, but they never round their asses up in masses, like take all of them down, because it'll mess up the status quo. So, I mean, common sense tell a nigga, especially children, because they programming it. It's really programming it. When you get older, you know what's going on. But to the children, it programs into their head as if there's at least one righteous out there. But if you're a true Christian, you go to, you read your Bible, it tell you there's, as it is written, there's none righteous, no, not one. So they want to make it look as if the system is good and upstanding, but it's a few bad ones here and there. But in reality, they all ain't shit. So if they really want to bring change, they'd do a mass roundup of all the motherfuckers. So when you see a nigga going down, like a judge corrupt, one or two judges go down here and there, that's just some bullshit, some flim-flam shit, that they plan. Because, I mean, them judges probably would have never got touched, but, they ain't part of the it niggas no more. So they ain't part of the inner in crowd no more. Somebody, pushed them to one of the outer rings, and them niggas went down. And that's what's going on. So that's what's going on. But the shit that they went down for is continuing. All the rest of their colleagues carrying on with it. You know what I'm saying? So, and even the judges that go down for corruption, they play by the G code. I ain't gonna report no more of my colleagues because G code. Because if you going down for corruption, you corrupt, birds and feathers flock together. So you got dirt on other motherfuckers. That's like, niggas know what's up. But they take their shit and go down. So that's what you see happening most of the time and shit. So if you ever see it again, you know what's going on. If it ain't no big real mass roundup, like let's say your county got 20 common pleas judges. If 15 of them motherfuckers don't go down for corruption charges, it's some flim-flam. It's some flim-flam. If one or two go down for corruption charges, it's really flim-flam. Make it look good. Like I said before, you could get a quid pro quo on any motherfucking body if you really want it. And even the whole United States Supreme Court agreed, because they said that's basically basic politics in America. You know what I'm saying? That's basically the way politics operate in America. So even they agree, you know what I mean? But, niggas don't want to do it, for whatever reason. Maybe the nigga doing something that makes sense to somebody. But I tell you, all of them ain't shit. I read it from the Bible. Especially when you got the Hans versus Louisiana ruling. This is talking about judges now. And they know about that shit. So they all ain't shit. And none of them open their mouth. And all one judge got to do to really overturn that ruling is say, instead of following the normal trend, I'm a stray from the trend, and I'm going to hold that shit as unconstitutional. A lower judge could do it, and it'll get sent to the Supreme Court for review. Then the Supreme Court could view it. Or the Supreme Court could just do it on their own if they want to. They ain't even got to wait for a new case to come before them. They could do it without a new case coming before them. For real, if they wanted to. But they don't. That's how you sustain the status quo. Behaviors like that, like I said, whether knowingly or unknowingly, you people are sustaining that racist mindset shit. That keep the nigga down mind state shit. Y'all sustaining that shit. And I believe, like I said before, we influenced by society. And if it's something that's detrimental to majority of white society, say we accept this standard as the acceptable standard in society, and they accept that bullshit ruling as that. You know what I'm saying? That's just one. That's just one example of what I'm talking about. And people that rule has been in effect for over 100 years, but people have been following along, generation after generation. Thousands of judges, hundreds of judges, thousands of judges, and came and went, and not one of them touched that ruling. You know what I'm saying? They just following along with the traditional trends, and that was the status quo back then. So you have to sustain the status quo, and they carry it on to us now in this generation. And if somebody don't do something now in this generation, it's gonna be passed on to our kids. So you can't never really break the mindset, you know, because at the end of the day, whether knowingly or unknowingly, a lot of them judges in them positions, they got the mind state like, if it's detrimental to the white society, and if I gotta pick and choose between shitting on a white and helping out a black, they go shit on that. They go choose that white over that black any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? And that's like one of the a PBS Abraham Lincoln documentary. You know, dude was telling the story. He said, you know, Lincoln said some racist remarks, but Lincoln said them because, you know, he knew the society in which he lived, and he wanted to make it seem to the white people that he was speaking to that if it was ever a war between the races, he'd always be on the side of the white man. And that's what's going on now with a lot of them judges and shit. That's why they rule the way they rule, because the judicial system is a tool of war. You know, it is, and always has been a tool of war. You know, so that's what they do. They rule to show the people that we will always be on the side of the white man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the fuck going on. And I keep it sweet, simple, short for you people. And hopefully I can talk some sense in the one or two. And hopefully I can. But it says it in the Bible. It says it. Anybody who wants to save his life, go lose it. So if you want to follow trends and save your life, and follow trends and shit that's racist and shit, then you go lose it. You know? And then it says anybody who loses his life while preaching the gospel, furthering the word, doing good out here in this world, it's as if you're living forever. You go gain your life. You know, because you're doing good. You go live in heaven. So anytime you depart from the trends, whether it's a racial issue or it could be a clothing issue, you go face ridicule, contempt, scorn from the people who follow the trends. If I was to talk about some of the shit that these rappers wear, and, you know, nigga call you a hater or whatever, you go face it, whatever it is. But especially on these racial issues where you got court rulings and shit that's racist, anytime they depart from the norm, they gonna face that shit. You've been facing it since a child. You know what the fuck going on, y'all adults. Man the fuck up, do your job. Stop playing with the nigga. Stop following trends. Do your job, grow a pair, wherever the fuck.